In this example, we're going to factor this algebraic expression, and it looks like there's not a greatest common factor that I can pull out of every single term to get started. So I notice there's 6 terms, so let's go ahead and use grouping. So I could either use 2 groups of 3 or 3 groups of 2. And based simply on what I see for the signs, let's go ahead and do 2 groups of 3 terms each. Okay, so the greatest common factor here, it looks like it's going to be 8p cubed. And so when I factor that out, it looks like I'll have 8p squared minus 14p minus 15. And the greatest common factor here, it looks like it's just this negative right there. So when I pull the negative out, I'll end up with a positive 8p squared minus 14p minus 15. Okay, well these leftovers here are the same, so I know I can factor those out. And then the greatest common factors, well that was a 1 right there, so I'm going to say 8p cubed minus 1. Okay, lots of factorization here that we can do. So on this first set, it looks like I can use the AC method. So 8 times a negative 15, and that's going to be a negative 120. So we need factors of negative 120 that add to make negative 14. So factors of 120 include 1 and 120, 2 and 60, 3 and 40, 4 and 30. 5 and 24, 6 and 20. Oh, 6 and 20 looks like it'll work because I'm going to use a negative 20 and a positive 6. So let's go ahead and break that middle term up. So I have 8p squared minus 20p plus 6p minus 15. And so when I do grouping on these two, it looks like I can pull a 4p out, so 4p and then 2p minus 5, take a positive 3, 2p minus 5. So the factorization here looks like 4p plus 3 and 2p minus 5. Okay, and that's that first set right there, so I'll just draw a little line here. The next one looks like it's going to be the difference of cubes, so we ask ourselves, what got cubed to give us 8p cubed, and what got cubed to give us 1? Well, it looks like 2p I can cube to get 8p cubed, and then just 1 cubed is 1. So this is going to be the difference of cubes factorization. So it'll be a minus b, so 2p minus 1, and then the square of the first one, so 4p squared, plus the product of the 2, so 2p, and the square of the last one. So here we have these 2 factors from here, and here we have these 2 factors from here. So let's go ahead and put it all together, and we see that we have 4p plus 3, 2p minus 5, 2p minus 1, and 4p squared plus 2p plus 1. For my entire factorization for this initial algebraic expression with 6 terms.